Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all, hey. So, good evening, good evening, good evening. Man, when I just went on, it says that live effects are no longer available. What's up with that? So that means that I can't make... There go the live effects. They're still there? What are these people talking about? Or maybe they're not all there. Let's see. I can't do my thumb. Oh, yes, I can. Hey, Mei Ling, what's up? How you doing? So, hello, guys. So, she is on the Syntex motorcycle challenge. You are new. How you doing? So, welcome to Motorcycle Mondays, Running Your Motor with Piper. Are you available to talk? Because I'll bring you on and then we can talk. You can introduce yourself and let them know that you joined the Syntex motorcycle challenge over there in Texas where you riding to and you tried to say for my post. So let's see if you're available to come on. It's definitely just a nice chill talk back and forth. That's what the running your motor part is. Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
I didn't know I was getting on it like this. I got to go get something on. Hang on. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, unless you keep it from your face up.
Yeah. I'm going, girl. Oh my God. I can't believe I did this. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's so nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you too. Are you excited about the motorcycle challenge?
Yes, I am. And I don't know how to do that the Cash App and stuff. So I'm having friends do that for me. And as soon as I do that, I was telling K Drifter, I said, don't forget, I got my 2 bikes on there. I got my 2 bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I've been running around doing that. So give me 1 second. Hang on.
Okay. Hey, bro, what's up, Bob, honey? What up, Kid Rogers? What's going on? So we are talking today about everything, like we always do. But we're going to talk, well, to Miss Mei Ling because this is her first year joining the Syntex Motorcycle Challenge. I did talk to K.A. Drifter on a couple episodes ago. That's definitely better so you can be presentable. So have you started riding at all yet or no?
No, I have. I have.
Okay.
But I'm kind of excited because I'm like one of those adventure movies.
Okay.
I don't want to tell my miles until last minute. No, but not really. I'll keep you posted. I'm just getting to know everybody.
Mm-hmm. So that's what Drifter does. Like he waits all the way to the end, and then he pops out with a million quadrillion miles and stuff. So because there are like 4 different ways that you can earn the patch. Either you come in first place or second place, you do the 20,000 miles, or you beat his miles for the year. So it's like you have one of those 4
it's for the
choices.
year.
Yep, however
Oh,
many
here
miles.
I'm thinking it was for 6 months. And when you posted on there, when you posted on there about how many, and I was seeing everybody ride and how many miles they're riding, I'm going, man, these people are getting way ahead of me. I gotta ride. So I've been doing nothing but riding every single day. Now you said a year. I was here. I go, okay, I don't have to kill myself right off the
So now they're gonna be after you. What's up, GPD? How's it going? Hi, beauty. How you doing? So what is today? Today's the 27th. So you posted your mileage somewhere around like the 12th or
I
something?
did it right away when everybody was doing their mileage. Yeah, I guess it was around the 12th.
Yep. And so
I did it just on he said only on 2 bikes, and I was like, which 2 bikes do I ride the most? Hang on.
mm-hmm.
So
so do tell, where have you been?
I've actually been all the way up the coast. Like I've been to Key West,
Okay.
and I went all the way up. I mean, from Texas to Key West, all the way up the coast to Maine. I've actually had
This year already?
Oh no, this was last year.
No, I'm talking about,
And
I'm talking about
I've been to Sturgis and we're talking about just this year. Oh, I just
Well, no,
what?
you can tell me about everything, but you said that ever since you posted your bike for
Oh,
this
oh,
challenge you've been riding. So what have you been
yeah.
doing?
Let me reiterate that. So it's just been basically the top. I mean, the bottom half of Texas, but I don't have a life, so it's kind of like I can just ride anywhere I want to.
Wow.
So I have this issue that I'm a lone rider because of my military PTSD, and my bike is my only out.
Listen, I'm
So,
right there with you. I understand the therapy that motorcycles provide to us because without them, there be a couple loose cannons all around this world, nation, city, states
but
going
I'm
crazy.
finding out when people say that they ride, no, it uh-uh. Because
Talk
when I
about
ride,
it.
it's a
Talk about
700-mile
it.
day.
What they tell you when they tell you they ride? What's their definition of it? What's their
Man, they're like, oh well, yeah, I'll go to I ride. Let's go to Dallas or let's go to Oklahoma, and I'm going. Okay, we're gonna go to Oklahoma and ride. And so I mean, let's just take for an example, like going to a casino or something, right? Oh, well, that's fine, but I'm not gonna do that for 3 days when there's like roads to hit. So what I did in that situation was it was
me? You
what do y'all call that? Black weekend, black
Black Bike Week in Myrtle Beach.
no, up in Oklahoma.
Oh, Black Wall Street,
Yeah.
Tulsa.
So I got to do that. Well, I got to see all that, and I'm like, man, I heard there's some really good rides. So this this cute guy walks up to me, and he goes, hey, I don't do any of this stuff. You going riding? And he just had a little bitty old sport bike, and I had my dresser, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do some riding. But wait, do you want to ride or do you
Right,
just want to ride?
right,
And he goes,
exactly. What's that bullshit?
I'll follow you. And we burned 1,600 miles. I came home just that next day. I told my group, I said, I'm just going to be out just for a little bit. I'll see y'all for breakfast. And we rode like everywhere. And then we picked up like 4 or 5 riders just
Oh, see.
out. And it was like, that was the most, oh my God, that was just so much fun. I
So his
really,
definition of riding matched your definition this time. So you had a great time riding
I
with him.
did, but they went. I mean, we squashed 1,200 miles in like 2 days, and that's great for that guy on that. And he had like a 400 sport bike, but he was like riding the heck out of it. He looked to me. He looked like grape ape. The bike was so little, but he's on there.
He was
But
too big for it.
he was
Hi,
so
mama.
sweet. He was so sweet.
That
Uh,
is so cool. That's
yeah.
so cool. Well, I'm glad that, you were able to find someone to match your energy because a lot of times people, and not to say one riding is better than the other or
Oh
like
yeah.
the definition of riding is this or
Right.
that, but you know what riding is and means to you. So when someone says, "Yeah, I ride," you're like, "Oh, let's go for a ride." And like you said, they want to ride over here and they stop and they spend hours there. You're like,
And you're
I thought we were going to
and
go
I'm
do
not
some
knocking anything,
right.
but them girls, that 5 minute wait gets to like 30 minutes or 45 minutes because they got to eat their chips. They gotta,
So you
and
got to
I
learn
just,
how to put them in their vest like this and just
yeah,
eat
and
while you're
like
riding because I
exactly,
I have like ADHD, so I can't sit still like a long period of time. So like I'll go somewhere, I can laugh and joke for a little bit. But
right.
yes, I like the therapy that I get like when I'm actually like moving, you know what I mean? And the things that you see that way because I can't just sit there and I'm just like, okay, like what's next? What's next is always what's next. Like my guy always says, you're so insatiable. Like you can be doing something right now and you're thinking about what's
Yes,
about to
ma'am.
happen next. Instead of just,
And your
like,
energy, I mean, people just think I'm on drugs all the time because I I bounce off the wall, and I'm
yes,
like, you think I'm hyper now? When I park my bike and I like to drink my little scotch, hold up, I'm I'm out there
it's
trying to dance on the dance floor. I may not know how to dance, but I'm busting some kind
it's
of a move.
bucking. Yes, Beauty
Yeah.
said that you have to use your pockets. It's more than man. I have my vest. I have stuff here. I use pockets. I have like sunflower seeds in there. I have stuff up in the little compartments in the front. I'm gonna have my snacks. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna
yeah,
have
yeah.
snacks, and I'm not sitting there eating my snacks. I'm on the move with my
Well, I'm going to
snacks.
tell you,
Yeah.
I was going to
What's
go
that,
to
Slim?
Atlanta, and I was the one that made that comment, Georgia, and I made that comment like, really, you had to bring the snow? I was the one that made that comment because I was gonna. That was my first trip to meet all y'all, and I had it booked ready to come in, and then when I seen all that weather, all my friends on this side, they were like, "No, we know
Don't
you know
go.
how to ride, but don't go." And I'm just like, everybody tells me all the time because I ride by
Mm,
myself. Well, maybe you ought to ride with, I'm like, no, because I make the best time doing that.
by
But
yourself. Yeah, that
yeah,
happens. So there were a
but
couple
I'm glad I
people.
heeded that warning.
Yeah, a couple people did ride in. So I know my bro from Jacksonville, Nancy Daoud, he came in. But I think he got there right before the snow came. And obviously he was there all weekend.
Right.
And then Sunday when he pulled out, they had gotten a lot of it, obviously out the way. So he was able to get back out and get to Jacksonville. So you almost had to time it perfectly right in
Right.
order to ride the bike in, and then it went under the garage anyway, so you wouldn't have had any problems there, but you wouldn't have been able to maneuver for those first 2 days because it was thick. Like they did not plow
Yeah.
it or anything. But we had so much fun at the hotel with each other that there wasn't really anywhere for you to go anyway. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have been good for you to go back out,
Oh
but
no,
you
it
would
would
have
have
had to
been
get
it would have
there.
been fun.
Yeah,
After, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I
So
didn't
have
have
you
to be
ever rode in
back at a
the snow
certain
before?
time.
Have you ever
Huh?
been caught in the snow before?
No. No, ice storm. Yeah, I've slid all over the road on my ice, but traction control. I learned that when they say ice, I'm not gonna do that again. Mm-mm. No, no, that's too scary. I had both my legs out like I was skiing, and my bike going 5 miles an hour, and I was terrified.
And so that is the right way to ride when the road is bad. And I don't think people understand that. Like you cannot have your feet on your floorboards. They have to
Uh,
be
you
out like
like a
beside you, and
trike.
you're
Yeah,
going, yeah, because if it tips one way or the other, you gotta be able to
get
get
your
ready
leg
to catch
out the
balance.
way.
Listen, and so because I've been caught in it more times than I like to talk about, but yes, like, and it's to the point where you have to have your feet out,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, like it's almost like you're skiing on a motorcycle. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere, like when our club did our 48 states coming
Mm-hmm.
back. It was June. It was like June 20th to
Right.
be exact, and I was in Nebraska, and it was a hailstorm like no other. Like it came out of nowhere. Like cars were pulling over. It was blinding, and it was fast and hard and crazy. It broke my heated gear. It was
Oh my
it was
gosh.
and it's in places that you wouldn't even like imagine. Like Nebraska June
Right.
isn't, it isn't bad like
Yeah, yeah.
it
There ain't
is.
nothing out
Like
there.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
it's terrible. And Mother Nature's like, I can do what I want, and I'm going to
Oh
what
yeah,
you
at
about
any
it.
time, especially here lately. That's why sometimes I don't like the media so much.
Yeah,
But I pay attention. The way I do is I call Siri up and say, "Okay, at this time, is it going to rain or what is the weather?" So I know to schedule and to hit that, just
listen,
like it is, and I give it at least an hour before or after
hour
because
after.
sometimes
So what?
it's
So you said you use Siri. Do you use any other apps? Like I use iWeather, and I also use NOOA
oh
Climate.
yeah, for the roads to go around and all that stuff in case it floods and stuff. Yeah, yeah, no.
Um, where it
Um, I don't like. I haven't learned to use a whole lot of apps except for like the Harley apps. Because my my bike is totally outfitted with the wind and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So
wow.
yeah, so I use Climate. It gives you like to date forecast. Like you can
Okay,
slide it over, and it'll give it to you. So see at the bottom, It'll give
Yeah.
it to you for hours on hours. It goes over. It
Okay.
also for wherever you're going, you can do it. So here is where it tells you whether you want radar or you can do it from satellite. Let's see. So when you click that, it either gives it to you like radar, satellite,
Oh yeah, yeah. I like the 3 different. Yeah.
yeah,
I got you.
precipitation. If you want temperatures, like
Mhm.
checking it because I'm supposedly from Texas
How
or
do you do that with them nails?
I
What?
know you see that, and
I'm
actually they
such
are
a tomboy. I can't even work on my
yeah,
bike with
they're
with that.
actually longer
Girl,
now,
you're gonna
so
have
I
to
got
teach
to
me
get
a
them
whole
cut.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, this is terrible. Yeah, I got to get them. I got to get them cut because I was just like literally doing something. I was like, they grew too long. Yeah, they're just too long. But yeah,
How
get
long are
it.
you? Excuse me. How long are you on live here?
Um, however long somebody wants to talk, you want to call me back? You can jump back
Yeah,
on.
I need to.
Yes.
My son works for the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, and I'm letting him my car. So I gotta like get the car ready. Yeah, girl, I got the hookup in Montgomery County. No
Yeah.
problem.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and talk to us. So just pop back in, and
Absolutely.
I'll
Okay.
talk to you
All right.
soon.
I will. Thanks. Lots of
Bye.
love.
Y'all, that was Nailing. She's in the Syntex Motorcycle Challenge. So who else we got on here tonight? Hey, y'all. Hey, what up, nephew? What's going on? How y'all doing? How'd you enjoy your birthday? Slim, Beauty, what's up, Miss Cheeks? What up, brother Hodges? Little mama, how you doing? Everybody's on here. What's up, Pat? What's up? Woof. Let's see. Bring birthday dude on. See what's going on. See, you want to talk to me? You coming on? Let's see. Slim, you coming on? We about to. Oh, Slim, you not available. Niche, what you doing? Dang, girl. How, Sway? Beauty, how was your birthday? Are you back from celebrating? Y'all killing me. No, y'all not out there. Oh, so I was telling you guys about the deer. So it's like so many. Oh, she couldn't get on. Oh, you're here. So why is it not letting you do it? Nephew, you busy? Oh, Slim's coming. Slim's coming. There you go.
Wait. So don't judge me because I'm trying to get food for my man. Listen, I'm on a class to become a millionaire. There's a lot of things going on right now, but I'm ready. What we talking about, sister? What we talking about?
Everything. So obviously, what's on your agenda for the year? You're talking classes to be a millionaire,
Yes,
getting food for your bae. Like
yes,
my bro doing.
yes.
Skin.
He's okay.
Is he getting his iced coffee? Is that on your agenda to do?
That was at 10 o'clock this morning before he even woke up. He said, "Get my iced coffee." I'm like, "Are you even woke
Listen,
to spell iced coffee?"
listen, terrible,
Yes.
terrible. So that's cool. So what's this millionaire plane you talking about?
So
Or is it a
listen,
secret?
no. Let me tell y'all something. So y'all sitting here talking about income tax. I can't wait for to get my income tax so I can get this, that, and the third. You better invest because first of all, I don't have any kids. I barely get anything throughout the year.
Mm,
So the only thing I'm gonna get back is, if I'm lucky, $1,000.
wow.
I'm going to invest that in $1,000 so that $1,000 can make money for me while I'm asleep.
Yeah,
Like I'm trying
yeah,
trying to school y'all a little bit. Like we be like, oh, I can't wait to get this money. I'm gonna go get a new car. I'm gonna go get my nails done, get my kids done. No. We invest because now it's not free money, but it's free
yeah,
money that
yeah.
you didn't have throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
So invest. It's
Natasha Hog, how you
just
doing? What's up, DMR sister? So what's your return? Is it for Ride for Me? Like, is that what you're working towards? So tell
so
tell them a little bit about your nonprofit for the like people in motorcycle accidents and everything. Like, talk to the people about introduce who you are.
okay. Well, Hey guys, I'm Tenisha. I'm owner of Ryde4Me. What Ryde4Me is, it's a nonprofit organization. We've only been around for 4 months and we just got approved for our 501c3. So we're very, 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 very new. We don't really have, like the monetary gifts and stuff, but it's not just about that. When you get into a motorcycle accident, like you need the physical support. Yes, we need the money, but also like, if we lose a loved one, who's going to be our therapist to guide us through that? Like the couple families that I've helped, he lost a child due to a motorcycle accident. He's now dealing with suicidal thoughts, so how do I get this therapist to help them with those thoughts?
And PTSD.
Yes, yes. You survive an accident. Like, my boyfriend was in an accident. He's now paralyzed. I never know what he's thinking
Temporarily.
about. I don't know what he's thinking about. I know on the outside he's showing like good spirits, but I can never imagine his thoughts of like, dang, it's a new day. I gotta wait for her to get me up. Like wait for her to feed me. So, just getting through that as a family that has to take on the care of a family member that survives an accident, it's it's a lot. So what Ryde4Me is we step in and we help. And we give you resources on how to get your house remodeled to make it more accessible for somebody who's now handicapped.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but I'm actually living it. And everything that I went through, it was a lot. So if I can be that person to help you, I am. Like I'm pushing to go state with this. I'm not just staying here in PA. Like Houston, from the research I've been doing, has the most accidents. They have probably 10 accidents, 10 to 15 accidents a day.
Houston.
Houston.
So, so I thought, honestly, I thought Phoenix had a lot of motorcycle accidents too, but your research is saying that Houston has the most number of.
Right now, it's Houston. I do have a contact in Houston that every single accident that happens there, it's getting dinged to my phone, dinged to my phone. And I
Wow.
follow their progress. Like, I'm not just following one progress, I'm following everybody's progress because I'm learning something with everybody's situation
Yeah.
to better my company and my organization.
Yeah.
So, I have to look that up because
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something that I need to look into.
So, so current, like right now, your 501c3 was approved for Pennsylvania. So right now, basically focused on the home territory
Yes.
until you can expand to other places.
Right.
But you do have
Right.
contacts in other states that are keeping an eye out on the things that are there. So you made a statement that you're living through this process that you're trying to help other people get through. So talk a little bit about how it is on a day-to-day basis for you, being as though you have a significant other who was in a major motorcycle accident, like you said. And I know your babe.
Right.
Rode was the man. Rode his bike everywhere, here, there, ride around. So, what type of conversation do you have now? You know
I'm
what I
sorry.
mean? Like, what? I said, what type of conversation do you have with him? Like now that he's here, how does that feel? Now having to deal with him not having that ability to do things on his own. Like, what is it like? How are his, is it like what's his spirit like right now? How are your spirits?
Right. So right now his spirits are actually really, really good. And although they are very, very good, it concerns me just a little bit. Solely because like before the accident, he was 100% independent, healthy man. So now that within seconds his life altered completely, it's like, damn, I gotta depend on somebody to do this, this, and this, and this. When I was the one that people were depending on me to keep things flowing in the family. Um, for me, it's hard, but I keep it together for him because I don't know how he's feeling day to day. So I hold it together, but just to see, like I said, somebody that was so independent and was the man of the bike world. Let's just say it. I say the man in the bike world because, he took pride in his bikes. He actually liked to ride state to state. And, whether it was listen to his music, just clear his ear, like he put a lot of money in his bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So, now to see that he can't even get up out of bed on his own, I'm starting the bikes in the garage and have to feel like how he's feeling upstairs of hearing the bike start up. Like it is challenging, I
Yeah.
should say.
Yeah.
But um, he with this ride for me thing that I started not only because of his situation, because he's a survivor, but also a good friend, Jay Ryder, who didn't survive his accidents. Like he's very supportive of the whole thing. But like I said, I'm getting both insights of the survival stage and the not surviving stage. So when it comes to people that are actually in an accident, I know which way to go because I'm living
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, like
So when you go to start the bikes or talking about bike riding, and I know that you have a love still for your bike. So when the weather's nice, like if it's a nice weather, babe, I'm gonna run out. Like, do you have a conversation with him about like how he may be feeling in that moment? Did you get to go ride your bike and he's not able to ride his bike? Or if you're like, babe, let me go start the bike, keep the battery, be like, or is he like, yeah, go start the bike? Like, is he still enthusiastic about riding? Like, he's still supportive of you, although like he's paralyzed. Well, we keep going to say temporarily paralyzed
yeah.
because there's a lot of research, and we want to, that's what Ride for Me is for, trying to make a trying to raise money during symptoms or things like that. But what does it mean? Like, what has he said about it now that he's in the hospital, now that he's out of the nursing home, and living day to day with his condition? What's the conversation?
So he actually encourages me to go start his bikes because he wants to get that thrill. Now me starting my little bike with my little bit of music compared to his big music, it's like, just start my bike. You don't start that little toot toot. Start
I
my bike.
told you, bro, I'll come get the bike. I'll come ride the bike, bro. You don't have to let the bike sit here, and I'll come get it.
Right.
I will
And
come
he has,
get it.
just to put this in the air, he does have two very nice bikes for sale. So if you're thinking about getting a bike that's top line, you don't have to do anything to the bike besides get on it and live and ride. That's all he cares. As long as you ride that shit, he'll sell it to you. Like if you
Right.
can't tell him why you want to ride a bike, he
He
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
sell it to you.
sell it to you. So
He
do
ain't
you
gonna sell it to
think he so once he's in a state where he's able to ride again, he's gonna do what, a whole customization? Do you think will he go 3-wheel? Or do you think he wants to be to the point where it's 2-wheel only, 2-wheel or nothing?
you. Listen, this is his fifth accident. Bro ain't getting back on a bike. Like he wants to, but you done scared us way too many times, like, and there's a reason why you're now able, like, you have to go through all these steps just to get back on. So the next accident that may not be your fault, because none of your accidents were your fault. You
Yeah.
may not
And that's
survive.
hard. You said 5 accidents in
I
that
like
state, and you were the victim in it all. I mean, we all play a part in responsibility when we're riding our bike because we're supposed to be defensive, riders. But at the same time, if you're doing everything in your power to do the right thing and you're still, impacted by someone else's negligence, it's like,
Mhm.
what are you supposed to do? Like, how does that go,
Right, and that's what he says. Like he says, never in my life did I ever think I was going to get hit by somebody. You know, he's like, because a lot of my riding is highway riding, so I never even thought that I would be hit, you know, because he is cautious. Now, he did like to speed a little bit on the highway, but who doesn't? You know, that's when you feel the wind. That's when you let go of whatever tension that you have going through your mind, your body, your spirit, and everything. So you do that.
Mhm.
But you know, he never thought that he would get ironed out and now paralyzed temporarily, because we're going to speak it into
You're going
existence
to
with
speak
all
it.
the technology
Yeah.
that something's coming, you
Yeah.
know. But you know, like, and even still, like, when I think about Ryde4Me, I think about what can we do for people that get hit by somebody with the minimal insurance. You know, like this young lady, she was 23, didn't have any insurance. So you're telling me that all I get is 10 grand, and it's not about just about the money, but it's like it's a life altering for not just him but also me. So you know, like, I'm holding the fort down
Yeah.
now, you know, but I can't work. I'm taking care of him, which you get next to nothing with home care, you know, like, you know. And that's not the way I want to live. That's why I started Ryde4Me, because not only am I going to put my family in a better position, but anybody that stands next to me, which I did see
Mhm.
Mitch come on here, but you know, the people that's riding 100% with me in a better position for their
Yeah.
family, you
Yeah.
know, because we have the passion and the heart to do for people, you
Right.
know, like, so.
And then that's why there's too, like, then you have to look at your insurance limits. That's why there's underinsured or like no insured, so that
Mhm.
there is that particular coverage. But I know in Pennsylvania, the law only requires the minimum. So a lot of
Mhm.
people go with uninsured or underinsured,
Yes,
but then
yes.
drop that option, and you should get preparing for a ride in June. And I just learned that some policies will not
Amy?
have 500 miles a day, and
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm like, wow, like that's such that's a small amount of miles, especially for the type of riding like some of us. And I'm just like, so if you have an accident and you're on your 500 first or second mile, then you're actually covered. You know, that's something you have to pay attention to what's in your insurance policy. Are you screwed out? It's
Right.
just bad.
Now, what I do know about the insurance, and this is just from me going through the process with the lawyers, you know, like, it's good to have stacked
Yes.
insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So always make sure, and they don't offer you
You
that
have.
because they don't want to pay that. But if you know that and you tell them that, they're gonna be like, how you know about that?
Hmm.
But no, I want stacked insurance for if something was to happen, you know, like, I'm secure. You know,
Yeah.
so
Oh, the
it,
fella said, oh, he said, repeat it. So what I was saying, I guess I was breaking up. So you have to look at your insurance policy. So there are different clauses in particular insurance policy that will not cover the length of your ride. So I currently have Geico, and Geico is one of the carriers that in their policy, there's a clause that over 500 miles a day for a certain period will not be covered. So you have to make sure that you're looking at your policy. One, underinsured, uninsured motorists. If there are any clauses with mileage in there, because anything over 500 miles a day will not be covered. Now, I wasn't aware of that, aside from the fact that I'm riding a ride coming up, and that is one of the requirements that they have to have in their policy in the ride. Like, yeah, you got to look at it. So if Geico is one of your insurance policies, and you do like iron butt rides, or you're one of those people who go to the dough, like you don't stop and take a break, like you just do your whole 800 miles, even 600 miles, because like from here to Atlanta is what, like 650, 700 miles. That's like 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. People aren't breaking that up. Like, we leave here and we go straight there. Like, shoot, North Carolina is 500. Myrtle Beach is like 550, 600 people. People leave Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, and go straight to Myrtle Beach
right.
for Bike Week. If you're in an accident and you have an insurance carrier that doesn't cover things over 500 miles a day,
You're burned.
you're burnt. Better hate your story.
You're burnt.
Cause
Yeah.
and I like, who would think that? Like
Yeah.
we're on cruise. Like everybody doesn't have a cruiser, but like if you're on a bike where you're like 500 miles, that's 8 hours. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you're on like a nationwide tour and you're like 8 hours, there's 24 hours in a day. Like who
Right.
wants to just ride 8 hours if you have like, if you're going from here to California, that's 2,400 miles. So you mean to tell me I gotta take 5 days to get to California?
Yeah.
No, I'm off Friday and I got to get there and get back to work. So I can't, I cannot
Yep.
take 500, less than 500 miles. It just blew my mind, and I was like, wow,
Yep.
I need to get different insurance, because what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do?
And
Knock
they don't
on wood that I haven't had accidents out for, you know what I mean? Like, but I was dumbfounded.
and they don't tell you that. Like, you have to ask questions. Like, if you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna tell you. So asking questions that you don't know, or like, just asking different things, like,
Mm-hmm.
so if I get ironed out, what do I get? Or, like, what happens to my bike? Because the first thing we think about is
My
our bike.
bike,
You
my bike. I'm telling you,
like
ankle,
what?
leg,
Yeah.
everything was hanging off. I got,
Yes.
you see my
Yes.
road rash,
Yes. Yes.
all up, all
Yes.
my arms. I broke my
Ye-
knee, my
Yeah.
foot.
Look, I don't care.
Where's
How's
my
my bike?
bike? Is
Yeah.
my bike going to start?
How's
I
my
was trying to walk
bike?
up there. I fell back down because
Mhm.
I was broke the hell up. I was like, what is
Right.
my motor? And to make it so bad, we were at Rally at the Rock. That's North Carolina. And we had left Pennsylvania. I
Mhm.
mean, and I was like 2014, but like hindsight, I'm like, they didn't even ask where we were coming from. But literally, we had left the hotel and we were on the way there. But that's really deep. You know what I mean? But I understand it, because motorcycles are supposed to be leisure activity. Like you just ride around, like maybe on the weekend.
Mhm.
What about people who
They're
really have to use
real
it?
riders.
Yeah.
Real
And not
riders.
that riding around
Right.
locally is not real riding,
Yeah.
but like there are people who do.
Getting the paint. And I ain't one. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My man was getting the paint, and he said, "Let's go to Cleveland to go see a race." And guess what? I said, "Give me the address." And he was gone. Now he stopped a little bit and said, "Get your ass down the road," with the finger while he blasting his music, like he all happy and
Know,
shit. Like,
you
he
know
said,
your road
"Get your
sign.
ass down the road." Meanwhile, I'm 110 pounds, no windshield on a road king, just wind just about to blow me off. I keep thinking in my head, like, am I about to blow backwards and my bike about to keep going to Cleveland? Like, so yeah, them real go getters, like, and that ain't me. And don't even be like, I mean, and it ain't even nothing against the people who like to ride around the city, because I'm one of them, like, But what I'm telling you is, like, if you ain't that go getter goat, yeah, I mean, you'll never know. Like, I mean, I ain't going past 6 hours. I'm gonna tell you that right the fuck now.
Well, you're not going past 6 hours now, but I'm telling you, if you're on a trip and you're going somewhere you want to go, like say it's Louisiana, like it's New Orleans, and once you sit down and you see this, you get past Kentucky, then you're going down like you about like Memphis, and you
Uh-uh.
like,
Uh-uh.
I'm
Ship
the time.
ship my bike,
No,
baby. Ship that
no,
motherfucker. Ship it, ship
no,
it,
no.
ship it.
If you get that playlist right, and
Yeah.
it's a nice day, and you
Yeah.
some groovy people,
Yeah.
and it's like leapfrog, and like I mean, and you stop and you bullshit. You're at the gas station, you laughing, you might get a little bite to eat. You can ride
Mhm.
literally from sun up to sundown. That's 12 hours, 13 hours, like, and you're there, and you don't even realize it. It's fun. It's
Ship that
like,
motherfucker, Omar.
now you might want to ship it back. You might want, like, once you get down, because you done had too much fun. Like I always hate coming home. I'm like, I had too much fun. Like what was I doing? Like I'm never the girl who at the annual is like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, it's 12, let me go lay down. I'm the girl still popping her fingers at 2:30, 3 o'clock. and I got to be on the road at 6.
So that's it.
So yeah, if you're not one of those people who are disciplined to get it, yeah, you're gonna mess up.
Good night. Good night. Look at my dad. He brought me my food. They can hear you
Hi,
talking on live.
we see you. We see you.
All right, now. All right, love
What
y'all.
up,
Be safe.
Rev?
Love you. All right.
Got my food delivered to the car.
See,
But
what's up? See,
yeah.
Jordan
But
Thursday.
hey, let me tell y'all to drop them stars for my girl right now. I mean, she's dedicated to these Mondays. She's a goat on the road.
Oh,
So
I didn't know how to
let's
do
shout that
that.
out. Like we ain't about to keep watching for free. You know what I mean? Like her time is not free. Okay? We trying to become millionaires here. Like you ain't about to always get these Mondays. She ain't gonna be accessible. You know what I mean?
Oh, the running your motor. I appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Come on, bro. He need me come bang that out. Come put a little bit of mouse, put a little bit of juicy juice on the things. I'm like, got him. I will. You'll hear me coming down. Like, there you go, baby. You gonna have to learn how to ride him. You gonna have to take his bikes out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't even sit on them things. He said start it up from sitting on the side, standing on the side. But,
That
you
is.
know, like, one thing I can say is I wanted to change my bikes. I wanted to put the stretch bags and everything on there. But the biggest thing, this is a question back of what you asked me, like, how does he feel whenever I go out to ride? I mean, he's nervous being that, you know, he was such a cautious driver and somebody hit him while he was riding. So it's like, you know, somebody hitting me and he's the last one to find out because he's sitting in the house by himself. You
Yeah.
know, so every time I hop on my bike, I take my bike out the garage and hope that I can get it out the driveway because I live on a hill. And I gotta call Mitch. I don't know if he's still on here all the time and say if I fall, you gotta come get me. But
You don't have Life
you
360?
huh?
You don't use Life 360?
Well, we do, but you know, he's more of a like I don't want to track you type person. Like he doesn't look at it as safety wise, he looks at it as like trust wise.
Well,
You know,
I mean, and so because he is not a track you type person, he doesn't always have to look at where you are.
right.
But if your ass fall, that phone will be like, man. And for real, it started beeping and banging. And then like
Yeah.
the messages come up like contact niche. She may have been
Right.
in an accident. Life 360 is the truth. Like for real. Like for real. Oh, glimpse too. Like he doesn't even have to look at it doesn't even have to be on there for the tracking part. Like it alerts you. Even if like my phone flew off the bike. And so it
Mhm.
bounced on down the highway and
Mhm.
everybody in my circles were like, pipe, you okay? I was like, the phone flew off. I didn't go down. I didn't go down. Because
Yeah.
like and that twice, one time it happened in Missouri and one time just right here on like 76, I was going to Canada real quick and it was like it lets the people know. So he don't have
Right.
to be the one sitting there at home finding out last minute.
Wondering.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
but he also
I-
if he gets a notification, what is he going to do? So is that
Right.
more
Right. Well,
worse?
my mom, since I got a bike, she put a tracker on me because she's scared to death. So
Yeah.
one thing she does track my every move. Like, oh, you on that bike? Because I'm not answering her phone call. But you know, this is for everybody. You know, like when you get on that bike, before you decide to pull off, like I always ask God to let me make it back home to my family safely because I know in my situation, if something was to happen to me, my boyfriend right now would be in like the nearest nursing home, and that's a no for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so you know, like so I do that prayer. You know, like we want to hurry up, ride, meet our friends, whatever. Like, but you always have to, you know, pray and ask to be guided safe throughout that bike ride. You know, because it could be your last, or it can change your life drastically.
Yeah. Absolutely can. And it's an unfortunate thing because you always want to return home the way you left.
Right.
And like you said, your whole ride for me is because not everybody does. You know,
Right.
be it as though you don't return at all or you return in an altered state other than
Yes.
how you left. And it's so
Right.
important. be able to have that emotional and mental support as well as the physical and financial support that comes
Right.
along with this change of life. Like it's a big change of life. I tried to see if Hood was available. Hood, you not available to talk to us?
Hmm.
Look like let's see if Mitch can come on. Did Mitch get off?
Mitch, no, he's still there.
Let me
His nappy self is still there. Mitch, bring your ass. Keith, bring your ass on here.
let's see if I see him. He wrote, but I don't.
Let me see if he's still there. I can tell him to get on right now.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Is he there?
Let's
He'd be a good one to talk to.
running your motor, running your motor, running your motor with Piper, running your motor with Piper. Let's see if he's available.
He's available. He ain't doing nothing else.
He like I'm out here your garage waiting to pick your bike up.
He might be. He loves the brother mobile. He need to get off that sissy mobile, that goddamn sports bike. I call it the sissy mobile.
He ain't available. He declined it.
Why would you decline? Oh, send it again, he said. I did, but you called me, Memphis. Oh, all right, bye. Send it again, Piper. Hanging up.
He's like, let's see. He's like, I can't get on if I'm talking to you too.
Yeah. He need to get on that iPad he bought just for Ryde4Me. I mean, you see the computer I'm working with.
So where'd it go? It says bring them on. And at the top, it always says added. Oh, there you go.
I guess.
Now let me join.
Hey,
What's
Mitch.
up?
What up? What up? What up?
What's tonight?
What's that?
I said, how you doing tonight? Pretty good.
Doing good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Thanks for asking. So tell us what your role in Ryde4Me is.
Co-founder. Just pretty much anything Tenisha needs from me, really.
Oh, that's a tall order. Because I
Goddamn right.
already know. So
No.
tell me this. How do you feel about the impact that you've made on the families that you've supported already? Like, tell us a little bit about the families you've helped thus far.
I mean, I get nothing but I can't even explain how it makes me feel. Like Tanisha's been there whenever, like, we went to Austin's and Christians, and just like talking to these families and seeing the impact that we have on them, just by being there and helping is like everything to me. Again, I've been doing this and setting rides up and charity rides and for 5-6 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, way before Ryde4Me, it goes back, like I said, since I started riding, I've been doing this, every time, unfortunately, we lose somebody or someone goes down, I'm always the first one to try and set a ride up. So whenever Tenisha had approached me with it, it was like I said to her, like, I've been doing this for years. So like,
It was
to do it regularly, to help people that's like a dream for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like helping people. I'm obviously super passionate about the bike community.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. In Ryde4Me's mission, is there education about like health insurance or like coverage? Because it seems, or even like life insurance, it seems like we as motorcycle riders do some of the most dangerous things, and we're not prepared for.
That's what I've said. I've said that since we started doing this. I said, like coming up to our annual event, I would like to get someone out there like trying to sell insurance policies, because I feel like as riders, we put ourselves in such a dangerous position that, like, I think that's the least we could do for our families is carry a life insurance policy, say something were to unfortunately happen.
Right.
So
Right.
that banking on Ryde4Me or, you know, Mitch or Tenisha to like raise money to bury a loved one, like, isn't, of course we're always going to be there to help, you know, emotionally, financially if we need to, but like if we could leave an insurance policy, and I mean that would be for our families the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because financial struggles are the first thing. I mean, I know it sucks to say it, but financial struggles are the first thing that come about whenever you lose a loved one. I mean, now it's, we got to get a casket, we got to pay for a funeral, we got to, you know what I mean? The list just goes on and on.
And funerals a minimum. If you cremate someone, that's like $6,500, $7,000. Like, and a burial is up $10,000, you know, $11,000. And you know what's crazy to me? A tank of gas is $25 to $40, depending on what type of bike you have. You can pay that per month for a burial policy, and at least that'll cover your burial expenses. That's your mortuary or the morgue, the trip to the funeral home, the preparation, the plot, the casket, everything. Like, that's at least a $10, $11, $12,000 policy for just $25. That's a tank of gas. So if you have to sacrifice one ride for the month so that you're covered, then
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like, that's one tank you don't have. That's
We
$300
have a friend that
go.
we have a friend that just got recertified to write up. He sells insurance policies, and last time I talked to him, I think he wanted to come out to our car wash, and he was like, I think he said he had like 200,000 in accidental life insurance, and it was almost nothing a month. It was like, I want to say it was like in between $25 and $35 a month.
So that's, like you said, at your annual event, you want him there to talk about the policies and how minimum it is for coverage, because it's called life insurance for a reason. Your loved ones are supposed to be able to continue to live once you're gone.
Right.
Like, once your expenses are gone, like, there's supposed to be finances and funds available to help them cover what you would have been bringing in had you still been here. And people,
and to just grieve without having to stress on
oh, I
how.
got to go back to work. I don't have enough time off. I got to do this.
Yeah. You know, another thing that we're looking forward to having at this annual event is also, like, how to not panic if you come across a motorcycle accident, or if you're riding with somebody and they go down. What is the first thing to do? Of course, we know to call 911, but you want to see if you can possibly save somebody's life. Let's say that, but just how to assess it. I know for my boyfriend's accident, like, I can speak on for whenever he got into his accident, he flew 75 feet and dropped. Somebody that was on the scene said that he kept saying, turn me over, I can't breathe, but did that initial of you turning him over because he said he couldn't breathe sever his spine? So just how, like, if there are things that we can assess prior to, like, to panic,
Like your
so
crash
don't
All right.
panic.
Well, there was an incident, not this summer that passed, but the summer beforehand, I want to say, where a younger kid had went down. I'm not going to mention any names. There was a couple other people with him. He had went down on 2nd Avenue. They panicked. No license, no insurance, thought that the cops were coming to come take them to jail for not having license and insurance. And they left this kid in the middle of the street, and he ended up passing away.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it's situations like that. Like, and I try to explain to like some of these people, I'm like, in a situation like that, the cops are not coming to check your license or your ID.
Not in
They want to know why this kid is laying in the middle of the street and how it
exactly.
happened.
Not the they're not. I mean, of course, they're going to have questions because it's going to be an investigation afterwards. But the most important thing at that moment is preserving a life, like making sure that he survives. So you're absolutely right. And so, but again, if you're out riding and you're doing these things, the least you can do is have the minimum of things, or you probably shouldn't be out there because now someone's whole family is lacking a member because of your negligence or your fear. Like, you deal with the consequences later because you're already out there. You know what I mean? So that's the
Mhm.
crazy. Not only do you have your friend, but Jazz, who is with Ronan, his wife is an insurance agent for State Farm, and he's offering her services to speak at
I
your
did see
meeting.
that. I did see that. Absolutely.
His contact information or her contact information, that would be really good to have. And also, if you can, if maybe Jazz, she can put something together. Are there group policies? Because what I try to do for my club, every month we have to pay dues. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we can take a portion out of everyone's dues and have a group policy. So in case something happens to any one of my members, there's an additional coverage on top of what they already have. So I always wondered that as well. Like, we have to educate ourselves beforehand, just like the gear we wear, like we put that on to protect ourselves. Like, we have to have coverage. We have to take these motorcycle safety classes, whether you pass it or not. At least you're getting the knowledge. You went through it to retain some information. You know what I mean? And I think taking the class maybe every other year, because we get bad habits. Once you already know how to do something, you do it how you want to do it instead of the right way of doing it.
I'll
And
put it to you like this. When I took the motorcycle safety class, and I took my motorcycle safety class because I was forced to by the courts, because I got pulled over with no license. They said become compliant with state laws. I came back to court with my permit. I said I'm compliant with state laws. They said, yeah, but like, why can't you get your license? And I'm like, I tried to finagle my way out of it. I'm like, I don't have a bike because my bike wasn't in my name. They said, well, there's a motorcycle safety class they'll give you a bike. Like, they gave me 2 6-month extensions to make me go get my license. But long story short, when I walked into that motorcycle safety class, I didn't think that lady could teach me a thing. I thought there was nothing she could teach me. I've been riding for 15 years. I know it all. She can't. And boy, I was like an hour in, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm really glad that I did this.
absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like, you
like
learn.
she was able to teach me things that I thought like I was never doing wrong. You know what I mean? I've been riding for over 15 years, like 14 years.
Counter
Like,
steering, counterbalance, going over
just as simple
obstacles in the
as
road.
resting my finger over top of my front brake, and she's yelling at me, "Get your finger off your front
Yep.
brake," because you don't want to stab it in a
Hell
like.
yeah.
I got scared. So you want to have your hand on your throttle, so you make that full commitment to
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
grab your.
Yeah.
Just
And
little stuff like that that I didn't realize I did.
yeah, when they nurse it, like you hold it like that.
I remember that was
I,
me when you
and I
first
was like,
taught me how to
I
ride,
was like,
and
no.
I was
I was
I
like,
was so scared, and you were like, "No, no, get it off," and I'm like,
move them back, move them back.
I just am comfortable riding, and she kept telling me. She said, "I don't want to break a habit that works for you, but I'm going to fail you if I catch it."
"Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying about it. You're able to operate the motorcycle because obviously you've been going around. But again, it's a bad habit. Once you pass them, just like even like regular driving, what do they say, 10 and 2, and you're supposed to drive like that. But once we get our license, we're driving with one hand, or I drive with my knee. Sometimes I'm reaching in the back seat, not looking forward. Those are all bad habits that can cause an accident. So even if we get that refresher course, just so that we know, like, okay, I should be doing it this way. Let me try to practice that way, even though you're probably going to go back to your finger over, but then maybe you won't. Maybe you'll realize like what she's saying, like
right,"
baby in that. And
and that's
if you
yeah,
pull that in, it's
yeah.
over. It's
And that's
over.
one thing too, like, where we try to say don't think you know it all, because you can always learn something, you know. So I don't care, you've been riding for 30 years and you ain't get ironed out, you ain't even fall, no nothing or whatever. Like, you know, when you get too cocky, that's when things happen. So even if you've been riding for 30 years and there's a free refresher class, why not take it?
And
know?
you know, in other states, it's like $200, $300, $500
To take
for motor
that class.
safety class, and it's free here. So it's like, how could you not take that opportunity to learn something more, to be more? And it helps with your insurance. You get a discount on gear at Cycle Gear. You know what I mean? There's so many benefits to learning how to ride appropriately.
And for a lot
Your
of
life,
these kids, they don't have a license. Most of them don't have a license, right? And I was right there beside them. I was on the I don't need a license train for years. I was until I went and took that safety class a couple years ago. I was on the my dad never had a motorcycle license. He played with permits his entire motorcycle career until he unfortunately
that
like
changed it now in Pennsylvania. I think you only get
you
like three.
can. They did change it. It's only so many every
Yeah,
so you got like
I think it's like
it's one every so many years or whatever, and then after you get like two, it expires, and
right,
then you have to
do it
go.
all over again.
But
Yeah, like it. Yeah,
my point being is even just to get your license, even if that's why you're taking it, because like a lot of these kids, 90% of the time, they're running from the cops because they don't have a license. And I'm trying to explain to everyone, like, you know, wouldn't you rather sit up at Mount Washington and at 10 o'clock at night and the cops are walking by, instead of jumping on your bike and kicking the key in and running? Wouldn't you want to just be able to sit there and be like, look, I got what I need.
yeah,
You
yeah. And it's
can't do nothing to me. So, but most of these kids want to take off and run because they ain't got registration, they ain't got insurance, they ain't got a license, they ain't got a permit.
bad. And then they'll be looking for a ride for me to help them with something because they.
No. So ride for me is to help, but we do not support anything that is illegal, wrong. Like if you're speeding and somebody hits you, I'm sorry, but we can't cover that. There's guidelines, you know, like you.
And you have to.
Yes.
Have to set boundaries. You have to set guidelines because again, there are people who would take advantage of the goodwill of others who are trying to help families who are really in need, for people who were doing things the right way and not just doing whatever and being reckless and careless and everything else. Not to say that those people aren't deserving, because obviously we all have our moments where we do things, like we were all young once and, you know, carefree and all these different things. I just think if enough of the elders talk to the people, you know what I mean? Like, some of these things are so simplistic that, like he said, all you have to do is spend a Saturday, Sunday. It's 2 days. Like, you know, the
Well, it's
morning
2 days if you take the basic. If you take the BR2, it's one
yeah.
day. I,
If you get that far. But even the other one is like the 2 days in the classroom, then the 2 days on the field, and it's done. You're done. Like, and client. Like, so yeah. That's
yeah, and like I said, they give you a bike, so there's
they,
no. Again, that was like.
they give you a helmet. They give you gloves. I've seen boots up there. Like sometimes, like people will donate boots. Like obviously, you may want to have like some of those things, but they have the things you need to be able. Bro,
What up? What
What
up? What up? What
up?
up? What
What
up?
up? What up?
how you
What's going
doing,
on?
man?
You're
Huh?
live with people.
Yeah,
You
you're
got me
live
on
with
what?
people.
You're live.
Piper, you got me on live.
Your
You're all
bank got
live,
you on
bro.
live.
You know, you
That's
know,
Mitch. You're on live.
you know I don't do none of
Your,
this.
your bank got you on live. I don't got you on live. She's like,
What,
So you
what's
listen,
up? What's up with you though?
Piper,
What's up?
ask him the
oh,
question.
so you know, I know you don't want your babies just sitting there being sad and lonely. I'll come get them for you. You know, bang them around the block a couple times. Put a
But
couple.
you ain't gonna bang that thing like I bang that thing.
Put a couple thousand
You know what
pounds
I
on
mean?
it.
That's the problem.
I'm telling you, I learned from the best. I'm gonna be coming down your block like, bah, 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 I'm gonna do you proud. I'm gonna do you proud.
I ain't saying that you won't, because I know you will. But the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody bang that thing but me.
I'm just gonna let Some be
I know
saying
that's
that
right.
at all.
Hey, let me do a couple more PTs and OTs, then I'll let you know. All right.
He's not
I
getting back on.
All right.
listen. Hey, I'm with you. I hear what she's saying, but I understand where your heart is.
All
So
right.
I
All
understand.
right. We there. We there.
We there. We there. Iced coffee. We there.
No, he ain't getting back on.
You do, brother.
Why not?
If the good man above says he gonna twist that throttle, he gonna twist that.
He can twist the throttle now, right in the garage. You can twist it all you want. You can blast it all you want. But pull it out the
No, that's,
driveway.
He
no.
gonna beat you up.
Hold up a second. You're allowed to get on, but you're telling my man if he gets blessed, he ain't allowed to. Hell no.
Zack's
So
in 5.
I'm gonna call you, be like, take Nisha out. I'm coming get bro. We out. So he gonna have you been doing something else, and then you gonna come home and Scan gonna be like, hey babe, you like, why are you so happy? No reason, no reason.
Look, hey, but the thing is,
Nothing, honey.
yeah, yes, yes.
Tell you.
But everybody's on here. I'm gonna say it again. Send some stars, man. You know, like she does this. She's dedicated to it. You know, like
I
she's schooling
appreciate
us.
that.
You know, never take for granted because every Monday, Motorcycle Monday, you can learn something new. She brings people on here, you know, who have either been through something or are trying to do good for the bike community. So never take these Mondays for granted. You know, like
Absolutely.
if you can get on there, hop on there, but send some stars because pretty soon she is not going to be accessible. We pushing to be millionaires, baby, okay?
I know that's right, but you have to shout to Mark, to Jazz, because he said his wife will come and speak at your annual for, because
Nice.
she's an insurance broker for
Okay.
state, so she can do the life insurance. She can talk about policies, all those different things. So I
We love that.
somebody who can talk to, but
Mhm.
male perspective and female perspectives, because you know sometimes as adults, like we tend
Receive,
to be drawn to different, you know, bodies.
you
So
receive different from,
yeah.
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's willing, you know, to volunteer to do that. So you definitely want to take that blessing and, you know,
Yeah.
make sure that that's there. So yeah, Mark Jazz Howard, and yeah, beautiful wife. She's been in insurance for like 20 years,
Mhm.
like she's forever. So yeah, you definitely want someone who's knowledgeable about it. Because like you said, your friend had what, two hundred
I said, let me in,
$2
please.
million policy or something crazy, and he wasn't paying a lot of money. Like, yeah, like you have to. What
Right.
they say? Let him in.
Wait.
Did he
Uh,
say let me in?
he wants in.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Bolo, let's see if I can. Where's that?
I don't know about the other sister, but I know her.
Wake up, Mitch.
Oh, I'm up. I only just got walked in the door from work.
He said let him in, and then he declined it.
Well, mine was doing it too. He's telling me to turn my camera sideways. I'm like, what the hell is that going to do for me?
Yeah, what's that mean? Let me see if it does it again.
And then I heard their system is real.
Yeah. So maybe we're talking about something else.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. But yes, I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like, this has been a very fun conversation that is kind of a hard conversation to have.
That's right.
People
The
doing,
Millionaire
yeah,
Club,
oh,
baby.
love
Surround yourself
oh,
by them. Yes, you
yeah,
gotta surround yourself by them.
yeah,
You can't you
yeah,
can't be comfortable with what you're making right now. You gotta get uncomfortable.
yeah,
You
to
know,
be
always
successful.
remain comfortable. You always gotta stay up on your toes. You can't never get comfortable because that's when you get
Mhm.
lazy.
And
You know, like
complacent, and
yeah,
just no spark, no go getter.
yes.
But again, the topic of, you know, today's show, definitely prepared for the unexpected. We never think that we're going to leave home and not make it back. I know we definitely, say our prayers, and it's called the rider's prayer, the biker's prayer, whatever you want to call it, that you say a quick something before you get on your bike, but you never think you're going to be that one. You never think that you're going to be the one to not make it back. You never think that you're going to be that one to come back different than how you left. So just being prepared for that, and you owe it to yourself and your family to have your ducks in a row. And because we can have as much fun as we want to, but the fun ends when the sacrifice is made and we can't support our family anymore. We can't contribute the way we used to because we were having too much fun. Again, there are policies as low as $20 a month. That's a tank of gas. And that affords you a burial policy. So your family's not doing GoFundMe's or selling dinners. They get to, like Mitch said, grieve the loss. Or even if it's like an amputation, or if it's a paralysis or something else, and now you can't contribute to your household anymore. That is what your insurance and your policies and AFLAC, the supplemental insurance, is for. These things are very affordable, especially if you're riding a motorcycle.
And they're absolutely right at your disposal. You don't have to be in any special position.
Exactly. Motorcycling is expensive. So if you can afford to do, hey, kitty, if you can afford to do that, you can afford to pay $25 for coverage. And you
Right.
should. So can you
Yeah.
tell them what your annual is? Let the people know, and how to get in contact with you. You got to drop it in the link.
I'll drop it down in the link. Our annual is in June, but we're not sure the exact date yet. We're still like trying to put everything together. Not trying to really conflict with the MCs that are going on here where we are. But yeah, just I'll leave down in the comments our Facebook, and you guys like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we're still growing. So like our following isn't that big, but the passion that we have for this, like when I say millionaire company, is what this is gonna be like, because we want to help people from all over the world. Like my goal is to legit by the end of this year to at least secure, I'm gonna say 3, but I want to dream big, so I'm gonna say 5 other states with Ryde4Me, like attached to Ryde4Me. So, like whatever y'all do in life, just always dream big and stay true to it. Like don't give up, because the minute that you give up and you say you can't do it, it's too hard. Like you'll be stuck.
You already seem to have Texas on lock. So
Yeah.
I think that projection
Mhm.
from 3 to 5 is pretty good because you already got one down. So that's 4 to
Yeah.
go.
Right. So I
Yeah,
mean, it's coming. It's just building the foundation here for first,
absolutely.
and like solid and concrete before actually, like pushing the blueprint to,
Absolutely.
another state. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I say, I always say, if you whenever you look on Ryde4Me, you'll see I always hashtag like stay focused, keep pushing, never give up on your dreams. Like Ryde4Me, like I mean, the more you tell yourself and get in tune with it, like there's no stopping you. You're unstoppable. Like so.
Absolutely. And we appreciate the work that you guys are doing. And I'm sure the families that you've supported thus far are very grateful for your efforts and everything that you brought to them. Because like you said, it's not always financial. A lot of it is mental and emotional, and just checking on people, because everybody's there when the accident first happens. You know what I mean? But what about a month later, 2 months later, 6 months down the line, when you're sitting there grieving or at a loss? Like, who's there for you to turn to? So I think the work that you guys are doing is a testament to the possibility that we all can do and contribute to people. Are you looking for like volunteers? Are there positions that are open? Tell them how they can reach out to you.
So the biggest thing now is just like networking with the following, like anybody that gets on too, like we say, you risk not making it home, or not making it back home the way you left. So like the biggest thing is networking and pushing that there is actually a group of people who are trying to help you
Yeah.
if you get into a situation. Like it's there. Like we haven't fully built the foundation, but what we do have is 7 people who literally want to help, and we have helped several families. We've been on the news, you know, like, and they still to this day inbox me, you know, Mitch, and they say like, thank you so much, you know, like for everything that you've done for us so far. Like even coming, these are complete strangers. So coming to a funeral, yes, hold on one second. Coming to a funeral, you know, of somebody that I don't know, like, you know, Mitch, like I got closer to him from going to somebody's funeral that we didn't know, and just to see tears roll down his face of, you know, just feeling like, damn, that can be me laying in that casket. Like, you know, like that's the type of people that I'm looking to have around for me, people who are genuine and people that can feel that for other people, complete strangers. You know, because if you go to a funeral, you're like, oh yeah, I rode out for clout, for Ryde4Me, whatever. Like, you know, that's not the people I want around me, because we want to be there for you every step of the way. Like if you pass away, or if you make it and you're in the hospital for months on top of months, like I want to hound you. I want to make sure that you're okay, like, you know, mentally, because I wasn't okay mentally, you know, dealing with my boyfriend's stuff and everything else that's going on, you know. So did y'all hear that? That's what I told you. He told me to shut up all that crying. You know, like he just, but you know, like when you truly love somebody, like it's a whole different feeling. Like, so.
And it's like their pain becomes your pain because you know what type of aberrant person they were. Like you said, he rode his motorcycle, like he rode his shit, like, so to be paralyzed, and it's like,
And he didn't even know for, you know, like a month. And it was one day, and literally I'm writing a book about this, but it was a month after him being in the ICU. He said, go touch my feet. And I was like, you know, like, yeah, okay, here I come. Okay, 1 second, I'm coming. I'm literally like, you know, walking slow to the end of that hospital bed, because I already know he's paralyzed, but he doesn't know. I'm thinking in my head, like, how's he going to process this? Like, you know, so I touch his feet, and he, like, I literally look up at him. I'm looking down while I'm touching and wiggling his feet. But then I look up at him, and I just see like a tear roll down his face, and it's like the moment he knew. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, well, how's he processing it? Because he's not the type of person who is boisterous about his emotions and how he's feeling. So I'm like, what the fuck is going through his head? So I sat next to him in complete silence, and I had no idea what he was going through. Like, so tears are rolling down my face, because it's like split second, with the like, what the hell, you know. So I didn't have that support system. Now I had his family, you know, like his aunt, cousins, and things, you know, but like that support, I didn't have it. And now, you know, I'm still
now
going through it a year later,
that
and
is
it's
people, and that's why you want to be able to provide that
yes,
to other people. That's how you develop this foundation.
yes, and
Living,
it comes from passion. I'm
yeah,
living in it. Like,
yeah.
you know, like Mitch has lost like friends, close friends. Like he's living through it. You know, like he's set several rides up. You know, lots of rides for
For
complete strangers.
years, 6,
He's
7.
raised thousands of dollars for people. Never took anything, you know, to profit for himself. You know, like he's always giving, giving, giving. So like this is pure hearted people that are coming to you saying, I want to help.
Yeah.
So follow us. Like we're no joke.
I
Like we ain't coming
posted
just
on
for money, or, you know, like we come in because we genuinely care, because we can get ironed out as well.
yeah.
And we hope that you guys, the community, will be there for one of us if we get ironed out.
That's
So yeah.
actually. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us this evening. Again, I put the Ryde4Me group on my page. I'm going to link it in here as well. You can support. There's a storefront. You can buy merchandise. Again, all the proceeds go to help families who have excuse me, victims of motorcycle accidents, whether they have survived it and they're still going through rehabilitation, or if unfortunately they have not made it and they need a little help or support with, you know, bills and compensation to move forward. But I thank you. These are the founders here. Thank you guys so much. Their annuals in June. They will put the link in the bio too. And then we have a First one there. Hey.
Ooh,
Hey, say hey.
what y'all talking about?
You, bro.
What y'all talking about, yo?
How'd that go? But I thank you guys. And again, every Monday, running your motor with Piper. It's
Yes.
this is not staged. Like I literally just come on live, and whoever comes on, we have a intimate conversation. That's what the running your motor is. Running your motor, running your mouth. We talk about riding. That's the motor on the motorcycle. So it has a dual meaning. Running your motor with Piper, Motorcycle Mondays. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And so what's supposed to happen is down in the comments, I want to know what you want to talk about, what you want to hear. Like, what do you want to know? Like, there's so many topics that I have in my head, but it's not all about me. I want to know what you're interested in. So link them, like put them in below, and I'm going to write them out and put them in a helmet. And then we're going to pull it out, and that'll be the topic for the next week's show. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next Monday at 7 o'clock.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.